time to talk. I'm gonna put my wig on for the day. This is Renee Paris's Bryony, and so I'm at the point where I need to hire an assistant that actually physically works in the boutique. I have someone that helps with the shipping and receiving, but I just need someone that works a little longer out, you know, more hours and more regularly, so that I can be doing the other things I need to do, and also so I can like eventually have a day off, because I just don't seem to be able to do that when you have a small business. So I just opened it up for resumes and doing the whole thing. It's so stressful. It is so stressful. You know, there's just certain things like I can't teach them when they just have to have. You know, working in my business, it's very important to me. It's very personal. And, you know, the customers need a level of like empathy and understanding, and you know, you have to be very mindful about how you say things and when you say them and why you say them, and you know, all of the things, right? It's not like difficult work, but it's work where it does take someone who is going to think in a specific way. And you know, when it comes to the shipping and receiving, and you know, you have to be able to be like precise about making sure you're sending the right thing, and you know, packing it properly, and just there's just a lot to deal with. And then, you know, the truth of the matter is owning a physical boutique, you know, I have a lot of inventory, and the cost of that inventory is not cheap. You know, some of the wigs in there, especially like the human hair wigs, they're thousands of dollars. So it's like, I also need someone that can be responsible with that sort of thing. I'm pretty laid back. I don't necessarily like to micromanage. I love when people give ideas, but if I have something and I'm like, this is how I want it done, it's just, this is how I want it done. You know what I mean? And especially if it's something that I need done, you know, because I do have a full-time, not full-time, but he works 15-20 hours a week doing my editing and YouTube channel and stuff. And, you know, so that's like all the marketing. So I have someone that does that. And if there's things that we need to have done, or Brenda needs done, and you know, I need this person to do XYZ so we can all do our jobs, that's when I would probably get on people a little bit, because I already create a funnel, you know. So the funnel in your business, I could do more content around this and what I've learned, but one of the things that I'm trying to work on is two things. Not being the funnel, meaning that everything has to funnel through me for whatever reason, and not even just for approval, but there's always a piece that I need to add or finish. Like a project cannot be finished without me looking at it, and not so much of like, hey, I just need to review the finished product. Like, you can't do your finished product because you need so much XYZ from me. And the other thing that I'm working on is the idea of being able to lift out of your business. So right now, if I were to get sick or even want to go on vacation, my business wouldn't really continue if I wasn't there. So, you know, overall, this is my business. I love it, but this is supposed to be my retirement plan. So I have to work it in that way of like, I want to officially retire, but my business would still be running. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would still be working in it, but I need to get it strong enough, you know, in the next, I'd like to retire like 65-ish, you know. I'll still be working, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do the ins and outs. So, you know, I'm 48, let's even say 20 years, where the business would still run, but I kind of just wouldn't have to be involved. So I need to set this up so that it can continue, even 15 years, it can continue, or 10. You're seeing me like, let's just be realistic. I have ADHD, so I would be bored. I don't want to ever quit working. Even when I'm like 80 or 90, I don't want to be quit working. Now, having to be somewhere and all of that, I do find that when like people full on retire, some people are really good, but like I find a lot of people get very depressed. So at any rate, I'm always thinking, I was probably just rambling, but I'm always thinking about sort of not just like what's going on now, but like where do I want things to go. I'm always open for things to change, but I'm always, you know, kind of thinking about where do I want things to go, what is the point of adding this person or that person? Or, and then it's just like, it's always nerve-wracking to hire and like be responsible for someone else's income. You know, it's one thing to be responsible for my own, that's stressful enough, but then to be responsible for someone else's, that freaks me out too. So at any rate, I'm replying to a bunch of people today. I just put up a new post again, and let's see, like, hopefully we'll find someone. Hopefully you'll see this video and I would already have hired someone. But yeah, if you have any thoughts about that, owning your own business, or like thoughts about what I've had to say, if you want me to like do more in-depth or longer videos on some of the stuff I just randomly touched on, then put that down below. So this is how she looks. This is how I'm wearing her for the day. Frankly, this is how I wear a lot of my wigs. I like them long. I love the density on this though. It's like not thick, and it's not very hot today. I think the highest it's gonna be is 78. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 90 something, but still, you know, I love a long wig, so it's kind of nice that this is long, but it is also low density. And yeah, this is what I'm doing for today. I'm gonna go in the store. I have a bunch of orders to pack and things to get ready, and then I need to help my partner who has just started his own business, and he needs me to do some filing for him, so we're doing that today too. So I hope you have a super fabulous day. I'll see you soon. Bye.